Okay, this video is going to be about the 5-number summary and box plots. So first, 5-number summary. This is the 5 numbers that divide the data values into 4 equal quarters. So it consists of, in this order, the minimum, the first quartile, the median, the third quartile, and the maximum. So here's an example of finding the 5-number summary. Now you've already spent time finding the median and the quartiles, so this will just be a repeat of a previous video, and then we're going to be adding in the smallest and the largest values. So it's good practice to see how to do this. So these are nurses' salaries. This is average registered nurses' salaries by state, and this is according to 2018 data. Now note, before you do this, the data values are already in order. So if they're not, you make sure you have to put them in order first. So we've already got that. Now there are 50 states plus the District of Columbia, so N is 51. So you should always find the median first. So where to go? You can add 1, it's the middle value. Oops, add 1, not 2, divided by 2. So that's 52 over 2. So it's the 26th entry. And they're in order, so we see that Vermont is the 26th. So the median is going to be 69.2. Now there's 25 values on both sides. So above and below the median. So the center of that is you add 1 divided by 2, you get 26 over 2. So 13. So you want to count 13 from each end. So we count 13 from this end, and we end up with North Carolina. So the Q1 is 64.9. And then let's count 13. We can either count it after the median or from the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So Rhode Island. So that's the 13th entry on the top half. So there's Q3. Now you know you've done it right, is if when you're done, you count how many are between each of these. And I see I've got 12 here. And then let's pick a different color. Let's count how many are in here to verify. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I know I did that. Let me pick another color. Let's go blue. How many of these are there? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then the very last one we can do, let's go purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And so I've got 12. So you notice my 5-number summary now is going to be the smallest value, which is 58.3. That's my minimum. Then I have my Q1, which is 64.9. Then I need to list my median, which is 69.2. Then my Q3, which is 78.4. And then my largest value, which is 107,000. These are in thousands of dollars. And that's the 5-number summary. Now, what does this 5-number summary tell us? Well, notice there's the same number between each of these marks. So roughly, between each of these numbers, 1/4 of the data values lie between them. And in this case, we say approximately 25% because you notice we're not including 1, 2, 3, 4, or sorry, 1, 2, 3 data values. So this is why we say approximately. And we even have a few repeat values here. But roughly you see 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. So it divides it into groups of 25%. So graphically, here's a picture. And here's the 5-number summary. 58.3, 64.9, 69.2, 78.4, 107. This is a dot plot. Now let's take a peek at the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do you see that there are 25% of the dots are between here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got roughly 25. And you can verify that there's 25% between each of these numbers. So the 5-number summary breaks this into chunks of 25%. So what can we say? Well, let's see. We see that approximately 50% of the data values are between 64.9 and 78.4, because this is 50%. We can call that the middle 50%. We can also say that 25% is below earn less than 64.9, and 75% earn more than $64.9 thousand. Do you see where you're getting 25 and 75%? 25% is below 64.9, so 75% is above 64.9. So these are some of the things we can say given this 5-number summaries. I can divide the data values into chunks of 25%. So here's another example. There are 95 players on the San Francisco 49ers football team. This is the 5-number summary for their weights in pounds: 175, 205, 230, 284, 320. Now 25% of 95 is about 23.7. Thus we know that approximately 25% of the players, or 23 to 24, somewhere around there, of them weigh more than 285 pounds. Because remember, between each of these is 25%. I can also say the middle 50%, which is approximately half of 95. So that's what, about 47 to 48. Weigh between 205 and 284 pounds. So these are the types of things we can say from this 5-number summary. The smallest weight is 175, the largest weight is 320. Here, once again, is the dot plot of their wages, or sorry, their weights, not wages, sorry. And once again, you can see that roughly 25%, they have roughly the same amount of dots between each of these numbers. So that's the 5-number summary. It breaks the data values into chunks of 25%. So now a box plot is just a picture of the 5-number summary. And what we're going to do is we're going to mark where the 5 numbers are in the number line, and then we make a box that spans the quartiles, Q1 to Q3, and then we put a line for the median, and then we extend lines from the edges of the box to the minimum and the maximum value. So here's our nurses' salaries, and the 5-number summary was 58.3, 64.9, 69.2, 78.4, and 107. So here's my number line. It started at 55, it ended at 110. So right about here is 58.3. 64.9 is right about there. 69.2 is right there. 78.4 falls there. And 107 falls there. Now we draw a box around them that spans Q1 to Q3, and we make a line for the median, and then we need to extend. Sometimes these are called box and whiskers. We are extending the box out to the min and max. Here is the 49ers weights, the 5-number summary. It's 175, 205, 230, 284, and 320. So we need to have a nice, evenly spaced and scaled number line. And so here's 175, oops, 205, 230, 284, and 320. Now we don't normally draw these lines. I'm just showing you how we're lining them up. And let me pick a different color. Let's go pink. And so then we draw a box that spans Q1 to Q3. We draw a line where the median falls, and then we extend, these are called the whiskers, out from the box to the minimum and the maximum. And so the box plot is just a picture of that 5-number summary. Now in a later video, I'm going to discuss the relationship between these box plots and what it can tell us about the shapes of the graphs. So 5-number summary, box plots.